Ukan.
Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears Tactics video. Today we are going to be discussing the Hammer of Dawn Strike story event being confirmed in Gears Tactics. Back at E3 2018, the Coalition Studio took to the stage to announce at the time, not one but two, but a trifecta of new Gears games in Gears Pop, Gears 5 and now Gears Tactics. While we've only just passed 6 months since the launch of Gears 5 with roughly around 7 more major operation updates to go, the next new Gears of War game from TC and Splash Damage is just a few weeks away in the turn-based strategy game that is Gears Tactics. Set 2 years since the emergence of the Horde from underground, the Locust War is in crippling effect against planet Sera as the worldwide scale enemy pushes towards the extinction of humanity on Sera. Recently, to celebrate, Gears Tactics going gold as it gets ready to release in 12 days time on April 28th. TC dropped an all-new launch trailer that does confirm to us that we will be finally seeing a major timeline story event taking place in the Gears Tactics campaign that has been teased since 2006 with the original trailer for Gears of War 1. Within the Gears Tactics launch trailer, it conveys the message of 12 years before Gears of War, the Locusts invaded and crushed humanity. As a last resort, we blew up everything. Then right here at this very moment is absolutely mind-blowing if you're a Gears of War fan that is heavily into the story, especially that of the older expanded universe that Epic Games did release over 10 years ago now. As you can see on screen right now, we have the words "Forgive Us" with a very important COG government character that you can tell from the COG symbol in the back, and just also the frame artwork on display around the room itself. That this is none other than in fact a younger Richard Prescott, a newly succeeded chairman of the COG, as he does broadcast up to the day that made him the most hated human on Sera, the mainline story event that is the Hammer of Dawn strikes across the planet. As we do switch to a television based view that we get to see Prescott's full sentence in "Forgive Us. This is the only way," and if you've read the old Gears of War book of Jacinto's Remnant, you will know like I do right now that this is from the end of Prescott's announcement to the humans of Sera on just his 30th day into the COG office. Now if you're a Gears fan of the games, you guys will definitely remember the iconic speech that was the Chairman Prescott giving to the COG, rallying up the troops on a desperate stand against the Locust invasion during Gears of War 2, while 14 years prior to that moment is a much different story. His young Prescott's speech announcing the Hammer of Dawn strikes in full, as featured in the Gears novel, was the following: "As all of Sera has learned, peace is fragile. This new, ruthless enemy has rendered most of Sera's leaders either helpless or dead. This enemy believes Sera is finished. Some in the coalition of ordered governments also seem to believe that Sera is finished. A sick, feeble animal waiting for slaughter. But today, citizens of Sera, we, Tyrus, the heart of the coalition, will take back our planet. To ensure your safety and cooperation, we are reinstating the Fortification Act. All of Sera will now be under martial law. No one is exempt. Survivors should immediately start evacuating to Ethera. These unclean creatures, these locusts, are unable to penetrate Jacinto's granite base. Therefore, in Jacinto, we are safe for now. We won't let this rampage go further or surrender power. The Coalition will employ Sera's entire arsenal of orbital beam weapons to scourge all locust-infested areas. For those citizens who cannot make it to Jacinto, the Coalition appreciates your sacrifice. Please forgive us. This is the only way." Ever since the original Gears of War games trailer, where Queen Myrrah describes the early years of Emergence Day, that with billions dead, humans denied their enemy control by destroying their own civilization. The hammer strikes have been something that has always just been heavily affected the world of Gears that we've just grown up to know and love. But in the universe itself being so many years ago, we never truly knew just exactly how the actual story event went down. We know playing as Marcus Phoenix and the rest of Delta Squad that even 12 years later that the Hammer of Dawn strikes didn't kill the Locust, however did push their forces back, allowing humanity to survive out just for another dozen years or so before the light mass bomb offensive was made even possible by Marcus and Dom hijacking that train. However, the survivors of the strikes who didn't make it to the Jacinto Plateau absolutely resented the COG for what they did, killing their families and just making them stranded. Even in Gears of War 3, just before Delta meets Aaron Griffin following the death of Dominic Santiago, we get to see the aftermath of the Hammer of Dawn counterattack, like it literally just happened in the city of Char, what used to be one of the largest cities on Sierra, prior to the Locust War that served as a home to hundreds of thousands of COG citizens, absolutely just scorched into a wasteland, where the dead have seemed to be left where they stood the moment it happened, as the orbital laser beams just came crushing down, turning the entire population into nothing but statues of ash. Finally, switching it back into Gears Tactics, throughout a few of the barracks-like cutscenes where we can see Gabe Diaz and Sid Redburn joined by other COG characters, out of gear in what looks like maybe just waiting. If you take a closer in-depth look at the back wall, you can see the warning sign of emergency procedure with the middle screen reading firing sequence activated with 2 hours, 5 minutes and several seconds to detonation. And after 14 years of the Gears franchise existing in real life, we're going to finally witness and see one of the biggest story events in the Gears universe within a Gears of War game now in 2020. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. Are you guys excited for the story that Gears Tactics is bringing? And the fact that we're going to be seeing the day that the hammer strikes in-game happen. Make sure you guys are subscribed with all of the notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming Juicy Gears content. I've got a lot of exciting Gears of War videos coming very soon to the channel your way for both Tactics 5 and Gears Beyond. So there you have it guys, full details on the Hammer of Dawn strike story being confirmed to be happening in Gears Tactics. Give the video a thumbs up and share if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.